Hello, Fireflies. Thanks for joining me again for another fire conversation. Hot topics today is the month of January and water signs. January's got a lot going on. Yesterday we had Mars leave Aries and enter Taurus, so that's giving us a change of pace, more laid back vibes. January 12th we have Capricorn new moon, so that's going to bring a grounding and reflective energy. January 13th, Mars squares Saturn. Square just means they're 90 degrees apart. So tensions could arise. Closure, please excuse any background noise, my apartment's really loud sometimes, and giving that kind of hurry up and wait energy. Mars is our warrior, our action-based energy, and Saturn is kind of in charge of that divine timing, lessons, and karma. So those two are going a little bit head to head, so there could be some stubborn energy happening for sure. January 14th, Uranus goes direct. No more majors in retro. You'll see on my channel that I have the Uranus direct video up. I meant to actually record Mars entering Taurus, but since Mars is kind of chilling in that laid back energy and Uranus, is always up for that element of surprise, he kind of barged his way in first. So check that video out too. January 17th, Jupiter squares Uranus. So sudden changes, and you're going to need to really be within, your positive energy. January 19th, Capricorn season ends and Aquarius season begins. January 28th, full moon in Leo, and that's conjunct Jupiter. Conjunct just means they're within 0 degrees of each other. And then January 30th, we have our first Mercury retrograde of the year. So some may be feeling the effects of this already. I know I am personally. January is harboring a lot of some lingering 2020 energy, because I've definitely heard people say it doesn't even feel like anything's changed or anything's new. But this is really just a lot of wrap-up energy, tying up of loose ends, dotting I's and crossing T's. And another thing to kind of be aware of is January is the beginning of the calendar year. And for me personally, I feel a little bit more closely connected to the zodiac kind of calendar. And that the beginning of the zodiac year happens on March 21st when we begin Aries season, because that is the first sign of the zodiac. So let's break into the signs. We're going to be starting with Cancer. Let's see what you are set to experience for the month of January. What's kind of coming up for you? Ooh. Potion. Remember to practice self-love. Definitely taking the necessary time for yourself is going to be important. Escapist, come home to yourself. Ooh. And then Lighthouse, don't doubt your worth. So remembering to practice self-love is something I think a lot of us struggle with. And Cancer is you are the nurturer. And, you find it comforting to help others sort out their troubles and what's going on with their lives. Sorry, there's a weird focusing happening right now. Hopefully that's clear. It looks like it is. You're the nurturer, so you're always focusing on taking care of other people. There's a lot of maternal, paternal energy that comes out, whether you're male or female. Just the caregiver, the caretaker. And then the escapist, come home to yourself. These two kind of go hand in hand a little bit, because, you need to come home to yourself. You need to make sure that you're taking care of you, because if you are not taking care of yourself, you can't take care of anybody else. And then Lighthouse, don't doubt your worth. I feel like I know a lot of Cancers that can have a tendency to second guess themselves. So definitely, pulling your power forward a little bit. And I think if you start taking care of yourself a little bit more, Put yourself at the top of your priority list. Your sense of self-worth will definitely change in a more positive way. So we got Spirit Fox, trust your talents in changing times, and Earth Guardian, stay rooted and grounded. I feel like there's a lot of movement happening for you guys, definitely. Trusting your talents in changing times. You could be having a big shift career-wise, or, you know, you're getting into a tough period with your career path a little bit. So that's definitely trusting yourself, knowing your worth. These two are kind of going hand in hand too, knowing your worth and trusting your talents and in your skill set, and trusting that you know what the fuck you're doing is really what's happening here. And then the Fox is just kind of sly, you know, take things with a grain of salt right now. Pay attention, you know, use your intuition a lot more right now. Earth Guardian, stay rooted and grounded. It feels like there is a ascension happening deeply. There could be a lot of DNA upgrades happening for you, chakras opening up for you. It feels like there's a lot of awakening energy that's happening. So if you're having trouble sleeping, you're waking up in, you know, at the witching hour, it's because in sleep state, that's where we do a lot of our healing and cleansing. So it could be that you're getting disrupted during sleep, or you're going to sleep and not really waking up rested, or feeling like, you know, you just hit the pillow and then the alarm goes off. So definitely practice grounding. For you guys, it's especially important for you to be near water, or are including a lot more water into your life somehow. That's your element, so that's what helps keep you in alignment. So if you can get near, you know, an ocean, I know it's, you know, wintry out, but that would be really calming and soothing for you. Taking salt baths is going to be really great for you. Really doing some shower meditation is going to be really good for you. So definitely playing into your element is going to be really important for the month of January, as you're kind of going through a lot of shifts. So I want to see what energy from 2020 is kind of lingering for you. Message. Communication. I feel like there may be a difficulty with communication. And then distant horizons. You're working on how to communicate, or you are allowing higher self-communication to come through, no longer kind of pushing that away. Spirit guides are probably able to communicate with you a little bit better than they have been. So lean into that. That's hugely important for your growth and development. I'm going to pull these up, keep them in the frame if I can. And then, yeah, so just paying attention to some signs that may be popping up. I feel like this is kind of a collective thing that's happening. Paying attention to the signs, the synchronicities. What are your guides and your higher self trying to tell you during this time? And then distant horizons. This feels like no longer being stuck on happiness being a destination as opposed to a journey. It's a process. Happiness, you can't be happy 100% of the time. That's not the way it works. That's not healthy. There is such thing as toxic positivity. And then there's also that unhealthy attachment to like I was saying, happiness being a destination and as opposed to a journey. No more really thinking, once I have this, I'll be happy. Once I get this, I'll be happy. Once I have more money, I'll be happy. Once I have a better job, I'll be happy. Once I have a better relationship, I'll be happy. No, you need to concentrate on being happy in the here and the now. Being appreciative of what is already in your experience, because that proves to the higher realms that you are deserving for greater manifestations to kind of come to the forefront. So let's see what's coming in for you for the month of January. What's waiting to make its debut? This is really good so far for you guys. Wow. Hold on. Hella fucking cards just flew every which way. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hold on. Hold on, folks. Jesus. That is crazy. You will be guided through darkness. This is you pulling into yourself, trusting in the unknown is what this feels like. Finally trusting in spirit, in the universe. This feels like a spiritual surrender is really happening, and sometimes it happens by force because we're not always following the rules. I'm still struggling with these cards here. Give me just a second. Then we have the air. Seek union of mind and spirit. So this is definitely kind of coming home to yourself, staying rooted, staying grounded. I know it's a air element, but this is definitely letting in communication too from your spirit guides. And then with this moon card, you will be guided through darkness. Sometimes when we go through an awakening stage or we hit a peak in spiritual growth, it feels like we have no idea what's going on, what we're doing, where we're, is this right? Do I know what's happening? But you're being guided through it. No matter what, your spirit guides are coming in very strong in this reading. Then we have reckless actions lead to conflict. So this is just, again, when we can express a lot of frustration and confusion in the wrong ways when we're going through something spiritually, mentally, emotionally. So just being aware, be gentle with yourself and be gentle with those in your experience. Then we have the golem. Close friend acts on your behalf. So you have somebody that's really fighting for you, that's really in your corner right now. They may speak up for you. They may protect your name when you're not around. They may be speaking highly of you. This could be somebody this could be a work experience too. This could be somebody that you work with that is just kind of praising you in your presence and not in your presence. So you're getting some positive feedback from somebody that's close to you. That's really great. So let's go ahead and clear this out of the way so we can see what the tarot has to offer. I like this vibe so far for you, Cancer. This is really good. Okay. Oh, am I going to take all of these? Hold the phone. I just had like 6 cards pop up. Okay, I am going to take all of these. This is the Ace of Wands is popular today, and the Devil. Let's see here. I'll get one more. These are a set. Okay, so death. We're definitely on the verge. There's a new beginning happening. There's a death to definitely a death to the old self, death to old ideas, values, just death to the old self. We're kind of really laying who we used to be to rest and opening up to who we truly are, what gives us drive. This also feels like a message. As I'm looking at this, it's making me think of the message card. And since it's coming straight out of the heavens, it feels like it's definitely spirit guides, higher self that are coming in, trying to help lead you through this big shift for you. The devil, there's some temptations happening here. There's maybe be some overindulgence. So just be aware. I know when things get uncomfortable, people can have a tendency to kind of lean on outside influences for coping, unhealthy coping mechanisms. So to me, this feels like if slow down on drinking, slow down on things that could be perceived as a bad habit. I'm not saying that anybody's suffering from an addiction, but it could be that you have an addictive personality and you just need to be aware of that this month. 8 of Pentacles, you're working really hard right now to build your empire, build your future. Definitely feels like you're trying to save money and protect your assets right now. And then the 2 of Cups, this is a spiritual union. I think we just pulled that card too. Hold up. Yeah, seek union of spirit and mind, of mind and spirit. So that's what this definitely feels like. That there is a level of harmony that's happening with your mind and your spirit right now. And you're definitely within your element with the Queen of Cups coming through. And then the Page of Pentacles. There's something new that you're embarking upon. This is a new business idea. It feels like it's a new business idea. This feels like a new career path or something to that effect. But there's a gift that's coming. And it's going to be relatively new. So you might be feeling a little out of sorts when that comes through. I want to get another card on this death. Yeah, it's a death to old self, fighting with your own old thought processes. And then with this message and Ace of Wands, this is something you've been thinking on and praying on for a while. I'm going to pull another one. It feels like you've almost put your spirituality aside for a little bit. And now it's kind of coming through. Yeah, for this devil energy, there's some bad habits you need to let go of. And it could become very clear this month. Like, man, every time I drink, I don't really like myself, or I like how I feel the next day. Or, man, I really need to quit smoking cigarettes. It's bad for my health. You know, I want to be able to breathe better. Or I need to stop eating junk food. I need to work some things out. Yeah, there's a huge change that's happening within you. This Tower moment, this is that Uranus energy. There's a huge shift that's happening. This is a good thing, though. People always fear the Death card, the Devil card, and the Tower card, and you've got all 3 right here. But I'm seeing this as definitely positive. And then for this 8 of Pentacles, yeah, you're working towards a manifestation right now. You may be working towards, a better career. You might be working towards trying to move out of city, out of state, out of the country. You could be trying to buy a house, but you're keeping things to yourself. The squirrel spirit here. The squirrel is very, quiet. It gathers all that it needs for the winter, and you don't even notice that it happens. So that's what's happening. You're being very protective over what you're trying to bring into your experience. And then, yeah, it's giving you a fresh start. And then for this Two of Cups, seeking union of mind and spirit energy, we're getting the Hermit. This is taking quite a lot of introspection, and you've got a newfound confidence in your spirituality and this union of the two. And you feel like you can concentrate. You can concentrate on yourself more, what your wants, your needs, what gives you that aliveness. Because you've chosen a different path now. You've chosen a different direction. And then, yeah, and then whatever newness is coming through career-wise, it's going to be emotionally fulfilling, but it's also going to leave you feeling financially stable. And like you've got all your ducks in a row. This is really, really delicious energy for you guys. So let's take a look at what you should focus on for the month of January. And we're pulling psychic abilities. Anytime we get a raise in consciousness, raise in awareness, raise in vibration and frequency, we do come closer to spirit, closer to our higher self and our guides. So you might be getting a lot of spiritual hits. You might be getting some signs and syncs. You know, you think about a person, they call you. You could be picking up on other people's energy. And you pick up the phone and call them, and you find out, oh shit, they're going through something. Water signs are highly, highly intuitive. And you are definitely really close to your intuition, especially since you're ruled by the moon and your feminine energy. Let's see what else you should focus on. Focus on answers. And this is tying in closely with the psychic abilities too. And the messages, like I was saying, you're getting messages from your spirits, your spirit squad, your angels, your ancestors, your higher self. You're getting messages, and it's providing answers for you right now. So definitely start paying attention. There's no such thing as a coincidence. Okay? If you're seeing something multiple times or hearing a song multiple times, it is a sign. It is a message. Justice. Yes, there's some divine intervention that's happening right now. You're being spoken to. So you gotta open up and listen. Okay? I hope this was helpful for you, Cancer. I'm really excited for what's going on for you this month. It might just be because I'm biased and have a couple of Cancers that I love dearly in my life. So, moving right along. Just try and keep yourself grounded as best you can. Do some meditation. Get yourself into a hobby. Anything that kind of takes your mind off of things. All right. Now, Pisces. What up? Let's see what's popping for you this month. Wings. You never needed those wings to fly. To me, this feels like astral travel. That's the first thing that just came to mind, because you don't need wings to fly. And then feather. Think before you judge. Interesting. Remember that all things are a mirror. So when you are judging someone else, it's really something that may need to be healed within yourself. So I think the theme for like all the signs is some self-awareness for the month of January. And then Stargazer, set your sights higher. So you guys are going through a lot spiritually right now. The Stargazer coming underneath, you know, you never needed those wings to fly, is definitely speaking to astral travel. You may be doing some Akashic record diving this month, a lot. And just be careful of thought processes right now and judgments. Because like I said, all the world is a mirror. And then ancestors, move beyond your ancestral patterns. Yeah, there's a lot of leveling up that's going on for you guys. You're doing a lot of astral traveling. You're doing a lot of work and dream state, breaking ancestral traumas, just healing your bloodline. A lot of you Pisceans are anchors. And you're here to do the healing that your forefathers and foremothers were unable to do. It's a very, very big job. So it's, you know, it's nothing to be taken lightly. As Pisces, you are the last sign of the zodiac, so you are kind of a compilation of all the signs in one. And what a lot of people don't realize is, as a Pisces, you actually when you enter into an incarnation as a Pisces, you come in with a lot of past life baggage. So just bearing that in mind, you're doing a lot of cleansing and healing right now. So let's find out what you're kind of still working out from 2020. Ooh, that flew. Wealthy man. Okay, for me, this is definitely feeling like past life energy, as I just said that. It feels like you're dealing with lack consciousness heavily within this incarnation. You may have been very well off in a previous life, so you came into this incarnation to know what the struggle is a little bit. But bearing in mind lack consciousness, we got to focus on gratitude, right? So, you know, when you get a paycheck, say thank you. When you pay a bill, say thank you, because that is going to bring that energy back to you threefold and can create a different level of wealth. You're not wealthy or rich just because you have money. I think that's a big lesson for you. Let's see what else you're kind of working through. Healing mother wounds. That's definitely a big thing for you right now. Offering forgiveness. Remember, forgiveness is not about the other person. It's about you. It's about releasing. It's about letting go of an energy that no longer belongs within your soul, within your experience, within your head space, you know, within your heart. And that could be your mother. This could be an aunt, any kind of mother figure. There's definitely some mother healing that's happening for Pisces. So let's see what's trying to make its way in for you for the month of January. hindrance. If you've been feeling blocked, that energy is going to start to dissolve this month. Blocked in any way, blocked financially, blocked mentally, emotionally, blocked career-wise, blocked psychically, however it's illustrated in your experience. And then imagination clouds your judgment. Pisces are the dreamers, you know. So just remembering to stay grounded this month, especially while you're going through a lot of healing. True love and fidelity. This is love of self. This is healthy relationships that are coming in, or already pre-existing. So you've got a good tribe is what that feels like, and more people are on their way to enter that. Ooh, Pisces. I'm excited. I'm a rising Pisces, so that gets me going. Let's break into some tarot and see what else is going on for you for the month of January. Oh, shit. Okay. This was on the floor. And I feel like that's for you guys too. Some unexpected income is coming your way. So if you've been manifesting money, be prepared. If you've been waiting for that stimulus to hit your bank account, it's coming. You might get, you know, a weird random payout for something. I don't know. You maybe overpaid a bill, or there was a mistake on an invoice, but you could be getting some money coming back to you. Page of Pentacles, you're embarking on a new goal. That's what that feels like, a new manifestation after feeling kind of stuck a little bit. Yeah, but you're in a high creation mode. You're working well with the universe right now. You just got to make sure you keep your head clear, keep your head on straight. Yeah, you're on a new path right now. You've been waiting patiently for manifestations to kind of come to the forefront. This is really in high alignment, and you're experiencing a lot of movement and a lot of shifts. It feels like there's even a lot of communication. There's just a lot of movement that's happening in your personal life. I'm going to get another card, another layer on these. So for the Page of Pentacles, let's see what new manifestation you're embarking on. Coming out of a victim mentality, or just coming out of feeling like you have to be on high alert all the time, which is a good energy. The Wounded Warrior is like a double-edged sword to me, because, you know, there's power in being strong and guarded, but it's a thin line, because then it could be that you're blocking blessings at that point. Let's get another card on Hanged Man. What was making, what's getting you unstuck this month? Making better choices. And then Empress gets the King of Pentacles. Okay. Just, yeah, making better choices. Seeing things for what they are. No longer having any kind of clouded judgments. And then you're co-creating right now. The King of Pentacles, this feels like Saturn. Saturn is coming in and bringing you lots and lots of gifts. This could be that unexpected income. And this Judgment card, this is a divine intervention. This is a resurrection that's happening. You're being pushed to a different path a little bit. A lot of it. But this is really coming out of some deep, deep healing is what that feels like. And you're on a new cycle with manifesting. So keep putting that intention out there. And then, even though there's a lot that seems like it's swirling around you, you're still within your element. You're still sitting pretty and holding yourself together. Even if the world feels like it's falling apart, you've still got it together. Yeah, you're still stable. Yeah, there's immense healing that's happening for you. Yeah, and you're getting a turn of the wheel at the end of this cycle, this manifestation cycle. Some new things are going to start coming up that I don't think you were expecting or thought was a lot further off. So let's see what you should be focusing on for the month of January, Pisces. Ooh. Passion. Passion and peace. Ooh. Oh. And forgiveness. Okay. It's like you're getting a burst of creativity that's coming through. It's like if you were feeling that stuck, that hanged man energy that's underneath here, you're feeling resurrected after all this healing that's happened, you know, kind of letting your guard down a little bit more, allowing these manifestations to come into your existence and giving yourself permission to be peaceful. This really feels like Archangel Faith. She's coming in to soothe and help you work through healing these mother wounds. And then we get the forgiveness card. It's so interesting that I, can't make this up. I just mentioned that to you guys, that, forgiveness is not about the other person. It's about you. And freeing yourself from any heartbreak, any negative emotions, feelings, memories, things like that. Forgiving what happened, because we're all products of our environment, and not everybody is strong enough to break cycles. That's why you are the one that is breaking cycles in your bloodline, moving beyond your ancestral patterns. So offering forgiveness when it comes to this mother healing is going to be really, really important for a lot of you Pisceans. So have faith that you can have peace in all things. So Man, I hope this was helpful to you, Pisceans. Until next time. All right. Let's move right along. Hello, Scorpio. Let's see what's popping for you for the month of January. Oh, don't be afraid to sing. Don't be afraid to show your true colors. You gotta feel safe inside yourself, Scorpio. The world is not always out to get you. Let's move on from paranoia into pronoia. Belief that the universe is conspiring in your favor. I think that might be it for you guys on this deck. I'm not going to force it. Let's move right along and see what else is coming in for you. Ooh. Fire energy. Fire guardian. Ignite your passions. Open up. This feels like a lot of heart chakra. You guys are, as someone that has their Venus in Scorpio, I can relate to these things. But you gotta have an open heart in order for you to let anything come in. And then trader, exchange energy to create abundance. Exchanging positive energy. This is also an exchange. All things are energy. So trade services with somebody. If you're a Reiki healer and you know a tarot reader, trade services. If you are makeup artist and you know a hairstylist, trade services, something to that effect, because putting positive energy and receiving positive energy back creates like a domino effect. So you get back what you put out. So that's what's happening there. And open yourself up to what makes you happy. If you're not happy right now, it's up to you to change it. And don't be afraid to, with the don't be afraid to sing. Yeah, don't be afraid to be yourself. Don't be afraid to be open. Don't be afraid to express yourself in ways that nobody has seen you express yourself. Stop holding back. And before I could even ask the question of, what's kind of working its way out of your experience, this card popped out, High Honor. To me, this feels like I got a rep to protect, is what just popped into my mind. I got a rep to protect. You guys exude a lot of strength, and no one can ever tell what the fuck's going on inside your head. So you could actually be having the worst time of your life right now, and nobody would really know it unless you told them, unless you felt you could trust them enough to share that with. Let yourself, let it go. Surrender. You're having a tough time, I think, because you're fighting the current instead of just going with it. So that kind of coincides. Don't be afraid to be yourself. Stop thinking you have to be somebody that you've always been just to keep the peace or to protect your rep, so to speak. That's so corny. But that's what was coming through for you, Scorpio. And I think that might be the only thing that's kind of working its way out of your existence, because I'm getting nothing else coming out. and I don't want to force it. So let's see what's trying to make its way through. What will be able to land once you surrender a little bit? Nothing. Nothing's gonna land. No, I'm just kidding. I can feel it. There's just, it's not coming out. Come on, come on. It feels like maybe there's just a lot of opportunities that could come through. Self-love, self-care. I'm picking up this time. Yeah. That's it. Again, this feels very heart chakra. Okay? When we open ourselves up, the only way that we can ever receive manifestations is through the heart chakra. So if we're closed off there, not a lot of good things can enter. And I feel like a lot of Scorpios are so protective of themselves that they have a tendency to close off their heart chakra, because guess what? If it's closed, nothing gets in and nothing gets out. Nothing, like, I can't get hurt, but you can't get any more happy either. It's a double-edged sword. Finding that balance. Don't be afraid to be yourself. Don't be afraid to open up. And I feel like you might get cracked open this month. Like, it may just be by force, because sometimes when we are meant to do something and it's not happening, the universe is just like, okay, well, send in a tower moment, and we're just gonna have to break him or her down so that he or she can kind of continue on with the journey we've got planned. So heart chakra, this chalice, rejuvenation and fulfillment. It's gonna be scary because it's an uncharted territory for you being open, but it's going to be worth it. And then the key, these are going hand in hand. You open up your heart, your locked doors can now be opened. When you open up your heart, you have a whole nother map, so to speak. It's like you unlock more cheat codes or something. I don't know why I'm having these like game references, but it's like you unlock cheat codes and you can move about as you please. I really just want to get into some tarot for you guys, because this is juicy as hell. And like I said, my heart lies in Scorpio. It's my Venus sign, so, oh, damn. Straight out the gate, huh? You're in your element. You're in your element, and it feels like it's uncomfortable. And the reason why I say that is because I'm paying attention to the fact that her toe is just so slightly dipped in the water. It's like, I don't want to feel it. I don't want to be emotional. Fuck that. And you're becoming more grounded. Because you're choosing to move away from darker energies, darker thoughts. Because you want full happiness. These cards are just flying through you. The King of Wands. This is just being very calculated with your actions now. It's like you kind of watch other people. It feels like you've been watching other people kind of self-implode, which is giving you a different sense of confidence, because you're like, at least that's not me. At least I'm still able to keep it together right now. I may feel like I'm falling apart on the inside and I may be struggling, but at least I'm not that person. And that's not to say, you're happy that this person is having a tough time, but you're just happy that you're still able to keep your wits about you, keep your focus, keep, you know, whatever plans you're trying to put into action in the forefront. I feel like that didn't make sense, but it always makes sense when the video's over. But you're having a turn of events. There's some shifting happening for you. I'm gonna get another card. I'll get another layer on these. Give one on the Queen of Cups. Why are you uncomfortable with being open? Because you've been hurt before, but that's okay. Yes. Another card. Now's the time for you to put that pain and take that pain and turn it into power. That's what the universe is calling for you. Let's get another one on the Queen. Queen of Pentacles. You're being guided in your new groundedness because you're learning to open up to your heart in how you can follow it. Let's get another card on the Seven of Swords. Moving away from negative thoughts, the lies you tell yourself. Yeah, and you've been working really hard on that. And I'm proud of you. Okay. This is just ridiculous. Feel this. And what's going to help to give you the emotional stability you're seeking this month with this Ten of Cups? Turning your pain into power. It's helping keep you focused with this King of Wands. Ooh, that flew. Determination to get to where you want to go. And then what is turning in your favor with this Wheel of Fortune? What goodness is coming your way this month? Because I feel it. When you open up your heart, you'll be surprised at how much can just start flowing. Yeah, balance, reciprocity. This is that open heart. This is that open heart chakra. When you are open, you are able to give and receive. This is the exchange of energy too. Exchanging energy to create abundance. This is reciprocity. This is beautiful. I'm really excited for you, Scorpios. Now let's see what you should be focusing on this month. Ooh, shit. Grieving. Yeah. This is, you know, working through some of those tougher heartbreaks, some of those tougher emotions, and allowing yourself to feel things that you maybe have closed yourself off to for a while. So, you know, with this heart chakra activation and being cracked open, you may be, you know, it's uncomfortable to experience a lot of emotions. It is, especially if you aren't readily available or open to that. Even though you are a water sign, you are emotional. You just don't show it. You're very much like Aquarius in the fact that you are in such control of your emotions. You're like a water bearer. You're like an Aquarius to where you can just contain things. But you know, grieve what happened. Grieve for your inner child. You know, grieve for what happened to you when you were younger that you had no control over. Grieve for people that, you know, the relationships that really broke your heart. throughout your life. Grieve the trust that's been broken. Grieve for every version of your past self and allow yourself to feel it, because that's how we heal. You know, just moving it aside or compartmentalizing doesn't. That's it for you guys. That's all you need to concentrate on is grieving, apparently. No, okay. And with that will come some more clarity. You'll be able to see clearer when there's no more stagnant energy floating through you. Let's see if there's anything else that we can float on focus on for the month of January. Oh shit. We got two more. Passion. What makes you feel alive? Emotions might be making you feel alive. Might increase your passion. Might increase your ability to be intimate with people, especially romantically. And then travel. This month I feel like you're going to be doing a lot of astral traveling. Definitely. So be prepared for that. Pay attention to whatever it is that you can remember upon waking. I hope this was helpful for you, Scorpio. I mean, I'm feeling this in my heart, so I hope that you can open up with the greatest of ease and trust yourself, trust your guidance, and trust the process. Until next time, guys.